it back and you'll see it against the girl's crocheted dress.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Wasn't really planning on streaming tonight, but I figured it's a good way of getting me motivated. And got some plans for this evening. Looking to get those done, and hopefully we'll be able to smash out some more progress on our build here. Right now I'm just throwing on the border around our council building. That's been needing done. There still needs to be a lot of refinements. I'll be honest, there is a lot of stuff left to do on this build overall. There's the council hall still has a lot of work. You know, it's mainly detail work, but it all needs to be done. One big thing that needs to be squared away is we got to get the windows up on the, up there done. But that's not what we're doing tonight. What we're doing tonight is we are going to throw in the roof of our. We're gonna throw in the roof of our northernmost dwelling because that needs done. Yeah. Our banners of death. I'm gonna go ahead and bump that back down to 64. I feel like we'll get some better frames that way. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop all that in there. And we're gonna go get moving over here. So I need to grab some Cabell. Oh yeah, I guess I'll show you guys what's going on in here. So this is what we ended up with last night. That's our stable building, and apparently we ended up with 9 stalls. We got 4 in this structure, and then we got 6, well, 5 over in this structure. So that's 9 total stalls. So not near as many as I was hoping, but you know, this is just the space that we have. There's truth, the one, the only, the truth. I shall bow to him because he has outfitted our clan. He has given us all that we are, pretty much. All this gear that we have is all because of truth. So this here is the sort of like the hay storage building in here, and then that's like the hay loft, and then over here obviously is horses, and then horses. All of this will be a mud lot eventually. Everything that's inside this this wall here. So looking forward to that. So there are some logistical things that still need to be sorted out. One thing that I really need to do is right here I have this animal pen thing, but I just remembered just before starting the stream that there is going to be a path leading over to the other side here. So I think what I'm going to do is probably move that chicken pen over a little bit. Either that, I kind of like the idea of that bridge being like right here going across. So that way it's kind of like in between where all of the scaffolding is. At least that's what I like that idea. So that means the road would have to come up through here and then sort of like snake up a little bit, and then there'd be like a very minor gate type thing here, and then there'd be a wooden bridge going across, and then obviously we'd have this sort of like rock feature where there would be the Brock, the fort of sorts. But yeah, Salt's been busy today getting that stables out of the way, and then Fish Without Fins has been over here working on the back side of our wall. He's been adding some detail, which absolutely, you know, this is great work. This looks really nice back here. I may or may not be going ahead with my server idea. Well, that's awesome, Cole. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, and see, that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that the motivation will kick in for everybody, and you know, get stuff done, further the conquest, push forward. But yeah, it's just really cool to see the progress and how everything is coming. Let's see, did Fish? Yes, okay, so Fish is still going to be working on that. But yeah, it seems like we got a pretty good thing going here. Like, this will be a little bit of a road right here coming up. All these chests need to move, but let's do this. But yeah, it's really coming along. How big should the watchtowers be? I don't know. Let's just go. Yeah, let's go to the concept server really quick and just kind of throw something up. Solid Heart, Kip Morris, of course Cole, Watchbagger. Welcome everybody. You guys going through your crazy thing again. So yeah, let's go over to concepts really quick and just kind of sketch out a watchtower idea. That way we at least get that out of the way. We just need to figure out what we need. I'm just going to use basic blocks because it's just easier that way. I need this. So I'm thinking the bottom will look something like this all the way around. And then, see, what I specifically want to see with these watchtowers is them being round. But I feel like this might be too many beams. Maybe if we, like, make them a little bit thinner, possibly. I don't know. Voice chat. Yes, voice chat. There we go. That works better. But I'm thinking this might be too many beams. I do want it circular. I feel like circular is a big thing, but maybe what we could do is tone it down. I don't want them huge, you know? I don't want them to be these massive, oversized watchtowers. You don't want them in twos. That's going to be too small. Let's just keep going with this idea just for now. I just want to test this out. We'll see. I'm not really using blocks that are right for the job. Just throwing some stuff down just to get an idea of overall concept. That's not what I want. So the idea is this way we can put one of our like little bell-shaped roofs on top. You know what I'm saying? Let's do, again, I'm not using the right blocks for this. I'm just using relative block choices. And then we want thatch. So we want to do this all the way around. And we'll just kind of flurry up one of our basic roof style. Man, that's gonna be really thick, but maybe we can make that work. You know, actually, yeah, that's gonna end up being way too thick. Maybe what we can do is tone it down into being just like little quarter slabs or something. So let's do this instead. And then we can use quarter slabs and stuff to kind of give it a little bit of a rim. Just feeling it's not quite ready for that yet. Grab a full block, maybe put those kind of on the edge so that way it can kind of floof around. One. We still need to figure out how to kind of bring it down a tad. Let's do this, maybe. All the way around, but you know, once the one thing is that's gonna really bring this together is the wicker fencing. Yeah, it's kind of like the style. We use that as the cover for our village soldiers to hide behind. Just haven't gotten there yet. Alright. And then maybe we can grab this guy. We can go up in twos like we usually do. Something like that. Alrighty, fish. Yeah, honestly, I'm just throwing something together. It's not really putting too much thought into it. But just the overall idea is to keep them not huge, you know? They're not so big that they are you know, blatantly, yeah, you don't want them to be massive things. That's pretty much all I'm trying to do here. But the one thing that I do like to have specifically with this is, you know, the roofs will look really nice poking over the walls. And I don't even know if we need cupolas on top of these. You know, that's obviously would just be for looks. And I don't really think that's necessary for this, to be honest. I think we can probably just keep it on the down low and just thatch it on top. You know, just something like that. Then we'll go ahead and grab some wicker. Let's grab this over here. Pop that in. And then, you know, and see, the thing is, with even that these are so low, you know, it's like an arrow slit. So you can shoot out of it, but it would be very difficult for someone to shoot back into it. At least in Minecraft, it would be very difficult. At least, what do you call it? Presumably. Here we go. Okay. So now I guess it probably would be good to try to refine it a little bit, just so. Yeah, it probably would be good. All right. That's what we'll do. I need a 0. By the way, Salt, if you're interested, or even Fang. Well, I guess Fang, you're talking to some people, so. But if you guys want to coordinate more directly, I am in the Draconian voice chat. All right. Yeah, and then a ladder to get up to it. Yeah, and I like this. I like what you got there, Fish. You know, those little support blocks at the bottom. That sets it up right. Yeah, honestly, you know, maybe we could go a little bit taller with it, but I mean, ultimately, that's pretty much where we're at. I think that'll work. Now, I don't think this is going to work. What is that called? Beams. Where are they? There they are. I don't think these are going to work. Yeah, they're not going to work. That's unfortunate. That'd be cool if they worked, but, you know, I'm not willing to utilize a full blocks. Now, we could go for, like, the one thicker, but, you know, that would just be overkill, to be honest. That would make this look way too thick. Not a big fan of that. So, it needs more. It needs more. Maybe we can do this down here, keep that sort of support structure going. And then up here, perhaps we can continue using our generic flooring wood. We can use this, maybe. We want 2, right? I think. Something like that. And then the ladder can always be towards the inside. The inside of the tower. So maybe we can do that coming up. Put that right there. Put that right there. Come on up in. There we go. We got ourselves a ladder leading up. And of course you have all the different ways to get out. Let's see. Maybe we can throw in some vertical quarters here. Round it up a little bit more and make it feel a little bit more organic. Do you want them right on top of the walkway or the slope downwards? That's a good question, Fishy. I'll come back on. We'll think about that, because there's cons to both. You don't want it too far back, because the tower's design is to also be a looking over the stockade type of thing, so it can have a better line of sight and field of fire along the wall. And then number 2, you want it to be a watchtower, and number 3, you want access to everything. So we don't want this to be so in the way that it creates too much of an obstacle. So we'll have to think about that. What else can we add on to this? Honestly, it's simple. There we go. There's a watchtower. It can be a little bit taller than that. Right now this is kind of stubby. Maybe 2 more blocks at max taller. They don't all have to be the same height. They can vary depending on, location and what exactly it's being used for. But yeah, there we go. Something like that. Let's go back over to Kingdom. King D, good to see you. Welcome. Azrea, welcome. You gonna stand there while I shoot? Preferably not. Preferably, I don't like getting shot at, although Thomas and Meso were really having fun with that last night. Sadly, you can't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that. Really? You can't sleep? Are you in that much pain? All right, where was my designated area? Somewhere around here. Anyways, honestly, Meso's not gonna like this, but I'm kind of thinking 5 watchtowers, and they're kind of like in strategic locations. One basically where I'm at, one over here, one right there, one right there. And then I was also thinking one back here, or one somewhere back in this section. But I agreed to Meso for 3, and honestly, I want 5. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry. Can't breathe through your nose. Oh, yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I'm sure you're real messed up back in there. All right, so if we are going to find the right spot for this thing, let's see. The problem is, I feel like, let me think here. See, if it's too far back, let's see. Does height? That's not too bad. Yeah, I can still see, even if the tower's back, back a good bit. I'm sure we could probably go back 1 more block with this and still be okay. Go for 4. No, yeah, and that's it. The odd numbers do work better, because if you have 4, it'll look. Yeah, I agree with the odd numbers thing. Yeah, honestly, this isn't too bad, Fish. I don't know, just test it out. Come I don't know, come 10 or 15 blocks up, and just kind of look down, see what you think. That way, it's a little bit back, and it doesn't crowd the walkway itself. Since when is there a village? Yes, there's been a village over there. There's also a village across the lake over yonder as well. And there's a random horse hanging off the side of our wall. Try to convince for 5. She's gonna have a fit, and I don't want to cause an issue there. But honestly, like I was saying, I just think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're really well spaced. They would be pretty well spaced, and they're not significant. They're not these huge, massive things that would be overly obnoxious, right? But yeah, that's just kind of my view on that. So, Fishy, are you good? Are you good? And you of course can. Okay, you can of course design it however you want. What I did over on the concept server is just an inspiration, I suppose. But I do like the idea of them all being round. That's one thing I would like to see, but you can do that however you see fit. So for tonight, we're going to be working on this dwelling here. And I need resources. Well, I do have some resources already, so I think since this is a larger dwelling, I think we're gonna go a little bit larger than what we have here. Oh, don't do it, Mr. Horse. Why do you always starve yourself? Wait, am I starving? I'm only 3 bars down. Goodness. All right, yeah, so we'll go up, I think, 4 or 5 blocks. Let's see, 3, 4. I think that won't be too tall. Yeah, and this is a larger structure, so honestly, this could work. This could be just fine. So this is like just a larger dwelling. And when I say, you know, Fishy, you and I were having a conversation about bedding and how it might be a really squished space. I'm not talking about 15 individual beds. You know how the communal environment is. You know, it's not just, you know, bed, private space, private space, private space. The communal environment is like, you know, like in Rohan, Edoras, what's that other place? Oldberg. Anywhere in Rohan, you know, the bedding is pretty much all like smushed up against each other, like in these like large mats of sorts. So that's kind of my vision for it. Why is he living on chicken? Well, that's what we have. We have a chicken farm, and it's worked out where, you know, personally I prefer steak, but our steak farm is not self-sufficient. It tends towards being analog. You have to, yeah, so personally, like, I would love to have a looting sword with 100,000 cows and have a good old-fashioned massacre. However, that causes great amounts of lag. But that would be realistic. Can't have that. I see your point. I see your point. I need cobble. Oh man, I know where cobble is. There's cobble down here. I need cobble. Give me cobble. All right. So we're definitely coming along. We're getting some great progress. It's been really awesome seeing everybody on, making progress, doing stuff. We're looking forward to having you back there, Fing, but I understand you got quite a bit of healing to go through. All in good time. All in good time. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to do something similar to what I did on my homestead. I'm going to do 2 monoliths either side of the entryway. And I think that would be just a really cool, unique way of doing this particular house. And then I do like the idea because this is not going to be an individual building. There's some roof block thatch variants in the hay storage on the north wall. The rest of the raw hay blocks is on the west wall. Fantastic, Salt. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great night. Thank you so much for all that you've been doing, man. You're really keeping me going. I appreciate you. But you get some rest. We'll see you around. Something with Minecraft itself, so I'm going to contact them to resolve the issue. Interesting. So it's more than mods and stuff. Okay, I'm sorry that it's all complicated. It shouldn't be complicated. It should be one of those things where you should be able to just get on. That doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, who am I? I'm just silly old me. All right. But yeah, so this roof will slope into this roof over here. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of offsetting that building a little bit, just to give us a little bit more asymmetry. But that's not really on my priority list right now. Farrar is going to be working on the storage building eventually. I might try to, because I would like to have all structures done by the end of this week. That is the goal, and then we can start filling everything in with details, which is the ideal situation for week number 4. So let's see. Guess we'll just do a standard roof design. Just trying to figure out if I want to do anything different with this, and I don't think I do. Yeah, All right, so let's go drop our resources off and start throwing down some thatch. You don't have any ideas to fix a nose instantly. Well, no. I'm a woodworker, not a physician. What's that? What is that thing that that thing that Scotty, not Scotty, you know, Star Trek, the doctor. Damn it, Gemma, I'm not a scientist. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor, not a scientist. Whatever his normal saying is. I totally am losing my train of thought. We need to drop off our cobble. I'm gonna drop my cobble. Wow, look at this. I think we actually have some organization going on. Nice. That's what I like to see. Organization. That's always that's a good thing to find. I need to grab thatch. I think thatch would be in here, right? Hey, there we go. Thatch. I need all of the thatches. Give me all of the thatches. Thank you. I'm going to definitely need a lot more stairs than that, so we're going to be grabbing a good bit of stair blocks here. All right. And we're going to need more than that for sure. So we're going to have to go grab some hebels. And we need a stone cutter. Do we have a stone cutter in here? No? Okay. There must be one out here somewhere. No, there's not. Over here? Where to be a stone cutter? We need to like have stone cutters like every 10 blocks. That would be convenient. All right, there we go. I need stairs. And then what else do I need? I definitely don't need the egg. Good, no chicken. Something tells me I got too many variants. Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna go drop off a few variants, and I definitely need some hay bales. And I'm pretty sure that I'll find what I need down in the gate complex. I left a good bit of stuff down there. I'm pretty certain that I'll find what I need down in that area. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I can drop? I can drop those. Definitely keep those. Use those a lot. I guess I can drop those. Keep the vertical quarters. Definitely am going to need the vertical slabs. All right, so yeah, let's go grab some more hay bales, and then we definitely need some more stairs. And we already walked through all the fixes that were already out. So you can't join any server then. So it's not just on Conquest Reforged, it's just servers in general. Okay. Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. If, like, for example, if you could join other servers, then, you know, that would be concerning, like, what's going on. But if you can't join any server, then, yeah, that's an issue that I certainly cannot help with. Okay. Well, let's get up here and start throwing down some... did I just see an arrow? No, I didn't. Okay. I think we're okay. Oh, look at this! Stone cutter, everything. You are truly, thank you, kind sir. You are truly a gentleman. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get this up here, and let's start throwing down some thatch. You know what? I don't even need to be down or up there right now. We can just throw all this down analog. Makes this process quite a bit easier. Speaking of which, I need to remove this. I don't need to move it. Well, I do need to move it. I just need to, let's do it this way. Do I want to tuck the chicken coop up against that wall or up against the house? Honestly, I think right against the house. We'll put a chicken coop right here. Chicken coop. Yeah. And then we also need to figure out, I think what I'm really going to try to do this evening, guys, is get the roof done on this, and then I'm going to really start trying to get these roads figured out. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Kip. That sounds very frustrating. I've never been one for technical difficulties, but I really appreciate when people help me out on these things. And I wish I could be a better help to you, but you know, that's not something that I've personally experienced. But still, I hope that you get that figured out and be able to join the server and start building. I know we enjoyed seeing you over on Conquest style when we had that going. You know, you and Fang were very busy on that mansion. And I keep thinking back to Fang's fort. It was a very nice fort. But you know, we're on to new things, and here we are, and having a great time. Gonna keep that energy going, and hopefully, have many good days and good times to come. Privacy account, yeah. It's always something. It's always something. Alright. I think that this will work. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll make it work. That's what we do around here, guys. We make it work. Honestly, I don't even think I need to... Yeah, we're gonna do it just for the sake of kicks and giggles, just to keep that consistency going, and then we'll break it out when we need to later on. I just find that following that consistency tends to help me just keep things under control, and then it helps to fill in these negative spaces faster when the time comes. Yes, I'm sure you're going to be well versed. You're going to be the guy that everyone comes to. How do I fix this? All right, well, apparently I'm going to need another bazillion stair blocks. It's a fairly large roof, so no wonder. I know we got a good many more hay bales down here. And then Salt, Meso, and I harvested a good many last night, so we should be good to go. Dark, and there's that. Yeah, I'll do 2 stacks of stairs. Hopefully that'll be enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, right? All right, more chicken. Narxor, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, we're just doing a surprise stream tonight, guys. I usually do announcements. I try to do announcements. Tonight I just didn't feel like it. You know, honestly, you know, I got to get on like half hour before basically every stream and do all this logistical stuff. And sometimes I'm not in the mood for all that. Just want to get on and stream. I enjoy. It also helps motivate me because, you know, before the stream, I knew I was going to feel like a little bit, I don't know, just wasn't feeling it, you know, building or whatever. But I knew that if I started streaming, I would feel, and I'm not going to record this roof. I feel like we're getting a lot of like just roof building on the video, so I'm purposely not recording this right now. Honestly, I'm not even sure what I'm going to record next. You know, probably do some like little detail bits around, but honestly, basically the whole video right now is me building roofs, which gets a little redundant, I'm sure. However, it's, you know, it's been a very necessary thing. Got to get these roofs done. All right, so yeah, this is where I need to start figuring out. I gotta start figuring this out. So, what if we do this actually? Let's see. What does that do? It's not too bad, honestly. I think we're gonna go for that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Wherever there's a full block, we'll just go ahead and do that. And then that works. And then after that layer, it's going to end up being full blocks, but we're not quite there yet. Not quite there. We still, and we're definitely gonna need some more of these. So while I'm thinking about it, let's go do it. So I'm gonna need that. Gonna need that, and we're gonna need a good many of these. So do a stack. Do a stack. All right. Easy enough. All right, pop those in there. Honestly, I'll go ahead and finish all these first. That just would be the most economical thing to do. You know, do one thing at a time. Helps keep things flowing. That, and then put full block there. Okay, very good. And then now we're gonna do full block, stair, full block, stair, stair, full block, stair, full block. No, stair, 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 full block, stair, full block, stair. Because you guys want to hear me say that every single time, right? It's a redundant task, however, it's how we're gonna make this village into something, as we have structures. And very soon we are going to have interior phase, which is going to be fun. We got a whole bunch of, fortunately, Salt has been doing an amazing job coming in and doing interiors. I'm kind of expecting a whole bunch of phantoms to be spawning over me at any time. It's getting a little dark. This is just going to be a dwelling. This is just going to be a house. It's going to be a communal dwelling. Playing for 15 beds for 15 people. All right, I need to go. Sleep the night away. Well, actually, there's no phantoms. So we should be okay. However, if somebody were to sleep, then everybody could see what's going on. So anyway, let's just hope that we don't die. Now we're going to have creepers everywhere, but at least we got creeper explosions off. So there's that. So we'll be okay. All right. So honestly, I think all of this should be... Well, there's the phantoms. Okay, so I am being attacked by phantoms. That's not worth dealing with. So I am going to frantically make my way over to my bed. Put this night behind us. But yeah, we have 3 communal dwellings, a council building. You know, one thing we don't have is a butcher. But does that have to be in the village? That could be outside the village, right? That doesn't have to be in the village. We also don't have like a market square or anything, but that could, again, can be outside. We could make some sort of like special festival area or something where that would all make sense. You know, honestly, we're kind of smushing everything in as it is, so it's probably best to try to keep things toned down. We don't want to get too overwhelmed with all this random stuff. You know, it's okay to have stuff, but we just need to be careful. All right, so this right here, it has to be that. There's no other way of doing that. That has to be like that. Which means we have a problem. Which means that's going to have to be... Okay, what's going on here? How are we going to do this? The only other option is maybe we can change that over to that, put that there, put full blocks like so, and then we have to do that. Okay, I think that's a viable option. Yes, a dead animal was staying, but yeah, generally villages would have a butcher inside, but I think that our village will do without. We have a smithy, we have a sailmaker, we have a fishery, we have a smoker, fish smoker, drying rack and everything. You know, we're good to go. You know, we're probably gonna have pastures and things around eventually as well. It's all to come. But we gotta get through. We gotta get through the initial phase first. Alright, so that's good. And we're gonna go ahead and throw down some of these. Set up on 2. Very good. And I think we're gonna set this one up on 1. Yeah, and that way we have a solid curve going all the way along. And we got to be careful with this because, yeah, that's going to be really, well, no, we do have vertical. We have vertical. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine, guys. Everything's going to be just fine. I promise. All right, so 1. Well, that's another thing, you know, it makes sense though, you know, because we do probably gonna have candles everywhere. But believe it or not, candles were not a thing. Or were they? I don't think candles were a thing until the medieval ages, right? Or did Romans have candles? I know they had what was called the pig's fat candles. But I don't know if candles were a thing before that. I could be wrong. Probably am. Usually am. I accept that. I accept. But it's okay. Alright. It's probably easier just to do these one at a time. Get that torch out. It's frustrating. Alright. Very good. Very, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Pop those in like so. Very good. Alright, so we are getting a steady curve, so I am liking the results so far. I'm seeing good things happening. We have that all the way around. First wax candle is believed to come from Egypt in 3000 BC. Wow, okay. Well then, yes, I was wrong. I didn't think candles were a thing, so interesting. Well, that answers that question. All right, well, you know, maybe we can have a candle maker somewhere. But then again, you know, who am I trying to kid? We're not building realistic here. We're not building period appropriate. We are building whatever we want. You know, if we want a cannon maker, for all I care, we're gonna have a cannon maker in our village. No, we're not gonna have a cannon maker. Don't you worry. We will not have a cannon maker. All right. Let me see if Norse or Gaelic did. Yeah, that's the question. But something tells me that they relied on a thing called pig's fat, which stank horribly. But it's made light. Although dim, it made light. The Vikings made wax candles. You know, I've been seeing a lot of really interesting things about Vikings, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't know. Like, for example, the Vikings were actually very knowledgeable trade. You know, they were trading with the Middle East. You know, obviously I learned that on the Vikings TV show, but but actually, even beyond that, you know, it's true. They were, that should be dirt actually. They were trading way beyond their shores, and I find that really interesting. You know, how far the Vikings reached. That was really interesting. So that makes sense, you know, that they had some sort of technological prowess, you know, being able to make wax candles, for example. That makes sense to me. Because that is a technology, believe it or not. You know, to us, that's such a simple thing. And it's actually an interesting thing. There was, when electricity first came out, whoever it was that was developing it, their goal was to make, you know, back then, the form of lighting was, in fact, candles. Everyone used candles back in the colonial era. Candles and kerosene lamps and whatnot. So their goal was to make candles to be something like, so today, like this is in their era. So today, electricity is only for the rich and candles are for the poor. But our goal is to make electricity for the poor, or for all, and then candles would only be burned by the rich, you know? So basically candles would just become a convenience, or just a fun thing to do, which they are, you know, nowadays. I'm terrible at rehashing what these sayings are, but that's the gist, you know? It went from you need to burn candles for light to, oh, hey, let's burn a candle tonight because it smells good, or let's burn a candle tonight because it's reminiscent of something. So it's just really cool how times have changed, and our cultures have developed, and we've become what we are. Not great statesman, though. Well, yeah, there's that. Interesting that I am back. Yes. I suppose interesting is a good word for that, I guess. All right, so we got that. Let's just go check that curve real quick. I feel like it's getting a little bit chunky on the side there. Of course. Be gone. Yeah, it's not too bad. We can make that work. All right, we'll keep curving it up. All right, so next things next is we're gonna go ahead and layer all this with dirt. All the way around. All right, so one thing I want to try to avoid doing here is I do not want this to become a corner here. So how are we going to avoid making said corner? Let's try a 3 and then a 2. Okay, I think we're gonna make that work. And then this needs to be full block. And then we need this guy here, which is going to be a 2. Yes, there we go. All right. This is an easy layer. Good. That's what I like. Begone, vagabond. All right. You know, they really should not have that. Oh, they have timeout and ban. Okay. They used to have, right next to the timeout button, they'd have a mod button. So I was always scared, like, to accidentally mod one of these bots or whatever. Fortunately, that never happened. But now it's just timeout and ban, so that makes that easy. All right, 2 full block, and it's night again. Why is it always nighttime? Well, I slept the night away, so at least I shouldn't have any phantoms on me, so we should be just fine. 2. And 2 and 3. Heartward, you are truly amazing. I don't know what to say there. Truly amazing. All right. 2, 3. And I got that right over there. Very nice. Toggle back down to 2. Beautiful. For a split second, cause of a failed Control V. Yeah, things happen. Stuff like that'll happen. Life is a exciting thing, and there are exciting people that like to create exciting and unnecessary situations. All right, so we got a good curve going on, I think. It is getting a little bit, how do I say it? It's getting a little bit diamond shaped. We're starting to lose that round. We're losing a little bit of that round, but I think it's gonna start shaping up here soon. It should start shaping up, so we should be okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. We just gotta get past this part. We gotta keep the round going. Otherwise, you know, you don't want that just to be all corner blocks here. It's already 2:21. All right, hey, yeah, Kip, thank you so much for stopping by. Always good to see you. I'll see you around. Get some rest. Check what you're doing there real quick there, fish. Get right from this roof. Hey, look at that. We got a watchtower coming up. Very nice. Very nice. I love it. I love it. Yes, perfect. Perfect. That's good height, too. Let me check this height real quick. Yeah, I like that. Perfect. Perfect. It looks really nice, too. And I like that you use the stockade, you know, the wooden walls on the back. You know, my original thought was to use cobble, but man, that looks so much better. That's a great idea. I love it. It's gonna look nice. 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm sorry about that, guys. Had to go suddenly. Another one of those family emergency things. Okay. Let us continue. Actually get something done. Preferably uninterrupted, if possible. When does that happen? Alright. Let's see here. Alright. Let's do... let's do a corner here. Let's do a corner there. Two... and then full block, maybe 2 3s, maybe. Let's see. That might be a little bit much. We're definitely gonna need one of these here. Let's do 2 there. Maybe that'll work. We're definitely getting pretty diamond with this roof. That is a little bit worrying. Because if we continue, it's going to be even more difficult to sort out. What needs to happen is... something needs to happen. I think that's where our mess up happened right there. Something's telling me that should have been a full block, maybe? But from the front, it looks fine. From the side, it's looking a little bit square. What do you guys think? Should we keep going, or shall we try to revise it? Because I would have to tear it down. If I'm going to revise it, I got to tear it all back down to that layer right there. I screwed up this curve. Let's see. First, before we tear it down, I gotta kind of figure out how I would fix it, because these are those little half slab things. What would have to happen is that would have to be a full block here, meaning these would have to be something different too. Maybe stair blocks? No. What would they be? Because if that's going to be a full block, it's going to have to be something relatively... You know what? Actually, a full block might work there. Maybe not a full block, actually, but a... I know what to do. I know what to do. All right. We're just going to reset, because we are definitely getting this curve wrong. And I insist. Changes need to be made. Fortunately, we have fancy gear that'll take care of that dirt. So this isn't a big deal. Just hoping that somebody will sleep the night away so I don't have to go spend my time. What was that? I have no idea. No idea. Might have been a phantom, but I didn't see the phantom anywhere. Right. Take care of all that dirt. This is the Zeus Renewed shaders, actually, there, Delta. It's a very popular shader pack, as far as I'm aware. It's also pretty low intensity. It's one of those things that I would say that my computer is very middle ground in terms of performance. Definitely not a NASA computer, but it does the trick. But yeah, get good frames with it at least. All right, this is a test. Hey, it didn't blow up the house. The plug-in works. That's what I like to see. All right, so this is what we need to do, guys. We need to take all of those out, take those out, and then, I'm sorry, no, we need to put that back. There we go. And then what we need to do is put 2 here, and then we put a full block there. All right, and what did Fish say? What was that explosion? It was a creeper. It was a creeper. Let's do that. Yeah, I was just being stalked by a creeper, so I took it out. What do I do here? Is that? Yeah, that's right. And put a full block there and a full block there. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? What's going on here? Something's not right. Oh, yes. That's supposed to be a full block there. There we go. All right, now we're getting somewhere, guys. Put a full block there. Remove those. Conserve the wheat. Why? Because wheat is very difficult to get. And so what we're doing now is we are... Oh, yeah, wait. No, I didn't want to do that. We need to do 3s here. We need to do 3s. Well, actually, did I want to do 2s? We'll start with a 3. 3's fine. 3's fine. Start with a 3. Okay. Beautiful. Use it specifically without being a Patreon, though. There's a newer one out, though. I think it's a bit more intensive. I just got this one recently, actually. This is not a this is not a Patreon version. I think the one you're thinking of is the one by Patrick's. And no, I do not have that. I have an old version of his, but it no longer works as well as it did. And I am actually no, wait, I am a Patreon of Patrick's, but I haven't checked up with that in a long time, so I don't know what's going on over there. So I'll have to go see if I have access, because I'm a Patreon to his pack, and I'm assuming that might be also to his shader pack, but I don't know. We'll have to see. And this is, if you're talking about what I'm using, Delta, it is the Conquest Reforged mod. We're using the Survival Compatibility mod pack. It allows us to craft all of these blocks in survival, which is incredibly frustrating and at the same time very much rewarding. So ultimately it's worth it, but it's a major pain in the butt. Got all these blocks and variations and things that you need to work with, which I'm sure it gets frustrating having to deal with it all in your inventory, but it does. It is nice. It is nice to have all this. And yeah, Fish, I just want to thank you for starting on those Watchtowers. That's a big thing. Getting those out of the way. It's gonna make this village look a lot even. It already looks pretty good from a distance, but yeah, having those Watchtowers done, that's gonna really make this village pop from a distance. All right, throw those down. There we go. We're getting that curve. Man, I wish I was better at organics. I always tend towards systematic approaches to building. And I don't know, I guess it is a curse. I don't know. I just always tends towards patterns. But I think I have a whole bunch of trees that I've made, so you know, I would consider my tree making skills relatively good enough in terms of, because you know what I'm trying to say with that is you do need to have decent organic skills to make trees, right? You can't just, you know, make plastic trees. They gotta be organic. So that's the only organic category that I could consider myself any bits at least decent at. There's a lot of different ways of doing organics. You know, there's, of course, you can do organic structures. I'm not good at organic structures. You can do dragons and, you know, beasts and whatever else. I'm not good at those. All right, hey Fishy, thank you so much for stopping by. It's always good to have you around. You have a good one. Thank you for all you've been doing. All right, so something is not. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Full block. All right. Oh, that is correct. Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah, and this is going to really keep that organic shape. Yeah, this is gonna work. All right, let's go see what this looks like. Yes, much better, much better. Yes, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. We want an organic shape, and the only way we're gonna do that is if we start correct. You know, if you start wrong, you're gonna end wrong. So we have to keep things going in a relatively, you know, keep that curve correct. I guess I'll be building that one over there too, the roof. These roofs are not fun to build in survival. But ultimately, we'll get them done. 2, 2, 3. And then we need 2. No, that needs to be 3. But yeah, I really would like to try to get the roads done in here tonight as well. Got to get those roads done. Fishy is right on that. Fishy suggested to do the roads, and I agree. They need to be done. Although it's a very big task, so it requires it'll require time. I'm hoping we have enough time after we're done this house. I don't even think we're gonna be finishing this house tonight, guys. I think we're just gonna do the roof, just the main roof. And then we'll come back and do the rest later on. But for right now, I think what I need to do is, just finish this roof, and then we need to get to roads, because that's the most pressing thing that needs to be done. That's one of those big idea, logistical things, especially when it comes to team building. There needs to be that sort of baseline. Helps keep things coordinated, keep people going. You don't want a lot of, some people can come on and be like, what's going on? What do I do here? But if you have a good plan, and if that plan is well managed, and I'm not saying I'm managing the plan in any way, shape, or form, but if the plan is well managed, then ultimately you can get a good result. It just requires layers. Patience. Lots of patience. Why is it always nighttime? Always, like, reliably. Goodness. Nighttime again. There we go. And Wrecked was nice enough to sleep the night away. Very friendly, Mr. Wrecked. Thank you very much. That means we can continue our building uninterrupted. Good enough for me. I'm gonna go ahead and throw one there. One here. And then a one right there. Alright, next layer. I'm gonna probably be needing some more dirt here soon. I think we're coming up on my last handful of dirt. Okay, so this one, we're definitely getting into the very easy stage of building this roof. You know, the hard phase was getting through the initial, you know, getting the main part done down there. But now that we've gotten that all out of the way, all the rest will be pretty simple. That's how time works, I guess. Gave me a migraine sorting inventory. Yes. I definitely have that very same issue there, Delta. So I understand completely. Sorting this inventory is a beast. But it's still fun. The big thing is as long as you know the blocks that you have at your disposal, I think that's one of the biggest things. Because honestly, everything that we do, pretty much everything that we do on the server, you know, we've conceptualized first on creative, and that's given us a baseline for what to work for, you know, what we're working from, what we're working towards, right? And ultimately, that just gives us you know, then that tells us what exactly we need in our inventory. Whereas if we were to build all of this in survival, you know, we would have so many mess ups and everything. And it's just, yeah, it would become very frustrating. So ultimately, building in creative first is probably the best option. So now we're getting into the corner thing again, but I think I'll be able to avoid that still at this stage. So what I'm thinking about doing is that, and then putting a corner block like that right there. That should do the trick. We'll see. See what it looks like from all the way around. But I think that'll be our thing. All right. And I'm gonna need more dirt. Got 3 more dirt. 1, 2, 3. All right. And this gives us an opportunity to look at what we're doing. Very good. All right. So let's see. I need dirt. So I think I got some down here. Perhaps, maybe, kind of, sort of. Nope. Still a lot to be done. Seen so many spots that need detailing. I'm looking forward to, because all we got to do left is we got to get that structure out of the way, get that structure out of the way. We got to get our 3 granaries out of the way. And that's pretty much it. We got all the watchtowers as well to do. But ultimately, we get all those out of the way, all the structures, and then that's all I'm going to be working on at that point is just detailing. And then that'll really help get this project moving along. There's some dirt. That's what I need. Time to eat some chicken. Yeah, we're not going to do the entrance this evening. This evening, we're going to be doing roads. Streaming for an hour and a half. Also, I'm kind of rushing to get this village done. And that's another thing, is I'm rushing to get it done. I don't even think I'm going to be able to get the episode by the time I want it to be ready. I'm probably, for sake of... See, I want this village done for this episode. And the deadline's supposed to be by the 16th. I'm hoping we can make it by then. I don't know. I don't know. We've gotten a lot done, but the detailing phase is gonna, I imagine, is gonna be one of the hardest phases to get through. I'm just really hoping that we'll be able to push through and get that detailing done. It is my hope. Will we achieve? I do not know. And I'm out of full blocks now. Well, that's this layer, so let's see what we can do next. You know, honestly, I think we're on our way to, I think we can start rounding it over now. Yeah. Let's start rounding that over. I do need some more full blocks though, so we're gonna go grab some. I need hay bales, please. Thank you very much. And eventually, it would be ideal to come back through on this project and actually put in some texture on these roofs, but is it worth it? Probably not. Man, it's so nice to see all these roofs coming up. Man, that really is coming along. Yeah, I'm super stoked for this, guys. This is gonna look great. It's gonna be a big old tree right here. The largest tree in our village is gonna be right here. A big old apple tree. All right. Something tells me I should go one higher. I should go one higher. Yeah, one block higher, and then we start coming inwards. Yeah, we'll go one higher. 2, 2, full block. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to start transitioning over to, we need that, and we need that. All right, so our number 1, there's that. I'm thinking we can probably use this guy. Yeah, good enough. This is sort of that system that we follow. When building a roof like this, and see, we all have our different styles of doing roofs. Everyone has a different style of doing these, so. But my style follows a very similar approach for each roof. They're always pretty much the same type of thing each time. Keeps things coordinated. Like I said, one of my favorite words. Coordinated and consistent. Alright. I guess we'll do one more stair block and then we gotta start coming in. There. That's a little bit awkward right there. Doobie-doobie-doo. You know what? That's not too bad. We can make that work. Why? Because it kind of looks like a stair block. Stair blocks are cool. That is the theme of this part of the roof, so we will make it work. So this is the tricky part. Why is it the tricky part, you might ask? All right, so we will put a decent sized cupola on this one. Not like that, it'll be something like that, but we'll do that there. Yeah, all right. So let's go see what this roof looks like. Decent. Looks like a bell. I'd say that looks like a bell. I'd ring-a-ling-a-ling it. All right, so let's go throw this thatch into this chest. Grab some dirt and start throwing down some roads. Like I said, that's probably the most important task on our to-do list right now. Okay. So, our main dirt blocks are that. And we need that chalky soil, which is there. Okay. I think that's all that yeah, that'll be our main. And then, of course, I'm going to come back through later on and throwing down some other stuff. But for right now, this will be good. All right. So first what we need is 7. Throw down a few 7s here. And then that'll transition down to 6. Because 6 is going to be our... You know what? Maybe 7 can be our travel block. I'm thinking here, guys. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm just kind of like figuring out something. All right, our center block will be 7, and then it'll transition from there. So that means we need to add one more to each of these. Of course, I can probably do this later too, but I'm doing it now because I'm thinking of it. Okay. All these chests will have to move. Alright, so our next one is going to be this. And see, the thing is just the center of our road is going to be full blocks. And then it's going to taper down towards the buildings, of which it will become smaller blocks. So it'll slope down towards the rest of the village there. But yeah, we're just kind of throwing down little stuff, and then obviously that's going to slope down there too. All right, so there's that. Very good. Beautiful. Some choke. And we're gonna come back through here eventually as well and knock all this out and actually make it look good, but right now we're just getting the main stuff out of the way, and then we'll come back through and get that sorted. But right now what we're doing is the main road. This is like the main thoroughfare of our village. To get from the gates, or that part of the village, up to our council hall, you have to follow this road here. So this road should be relatively wide. Honestly, we should probably start tapering it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of mix in some randomness around. Just kind of slope it down slowly. There we go. And then it will also become grass as well. It's going to become grass and slope down. But yeah, that's coming. It's coming. Of course, that's just going to be a soft slope going all the way down there. And I'm pretty sure Secleton was suggesting all of this would just be full block grass here. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of like a slope in between. I kind of like a slope here. I want to see how this would look. Because then, see, the thing is, the reason why the road is humped, there's a reason for that. And I guess that won't be really... You won't really see it why until I actually start layering it downwards and everything. But it's for a reason. It is for a reason. Yeah. Alright. So this is going to be 6 along the edge. Go. And then we need to do 5. Honestly, at this point, we can probably start transitioning over to grass, to be completely fair. So yeah, I think what now I'm gonna do now is go grab some grass blocks, and then start. Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna start sloping the grass down. And again, the grass is just placeholder. If somebody wants to put something else there, another texture or something, they can. But the grass is just gonna be there for now to say, hey, this is here now. This is the idea. Do what you want with it. One very frustrating thing about this is obviously you know, like that right there is really annoying. It would be really cool to have that, you know, if maybe there was a way to water, like, you know how you can waterlog layers or waterlog stuff? It'd be really neat if you could like waterlog, you know, just full blocks and everything. That would be really cool. We're gonna stone all that. And then this is going to be a 3, I think, or a 2. 2. And then that's gonna be a 1. Yeah, there we go. We're getting there, guys. Slowly. Let's grab a 0. 0. There we go. And of course, there's going to be like greenery and stuff all over that. That's going to make a big difference there. But we don't see that yet. Yeah, waterlogging layers, or just like, yeah, just not waterlogging, but being able to, that just would be so cool. If I could just place layers there and it would just fit around that block, man, that would be amazing. Well, unfortunately, it's not a thing. It's one of the many things that we have to deal with as builders. Minecraft is not a complete game, as much as they want you to believe that it is. It is not. It has great amount of incompleteness. So yeah, and then this can be the same thing, except it'll start tapering down. Yeah, this will be good. This way. Come on. And then we can do 3. And then we can do 2. And then we can do... Wait, no, that needs to be 1. That fill in around things like that post. Interesting. Yeah, that would be really cool to actually have the ability to fill in around stuff. Man, that would just make building so much more interesting. But in Conquest, we don't have that. And I'm sure there is a reason why. If there is a way, I'm sure there's a reason why that they don't have that implemented. Yeah, and then we would have grass layers layering downwards there. Yes. Yes. But basically, the whole inside of our village is going to be layered. And that's going to make this look quite nice. Quite nice. But we first got to... we first got to layer it all. Ay, ay, ay. Let's bring that out a little bit. And then I think we can probably switch over to some grass here. It can be very frustrating to work with layers, to be honest. You know, I'm sure in survival, I haven't really played too much with the survival side of like what it's going to be like building around these layers yet. But I guarantee you we are going to have one heck of a time building around these layers. But it's totally worth it, right? Right? Yes. Totally. Totally worth it. Yes. Mission accomplished. 0-0. Yeah, and then we'll, there's definitely going to be work to be done, following all this. But for right now, this is getting the idea down. Obviously, this is going to be a well right here, so perhaps we need to go grab some cobble really quickly. That way we can situate our thingamagummy. There's my cobble. And I'm gonna need some more dirt, so where that. We're running out of chalky soil, aren't we? Yes, we are. But we have enough of everything else, I think. Okay. Go make some layers. Wrong bench. Alright, that should last us. At least for now. Alrighty, so yeah, we'll just continue this way. And I think it's gonna end up being just flush with the ground here. Which, it's not a big deal. I can work with that. Obviously, this needs to have access here, so we'll go ahead and just knock in some blocks there, and then that'll be a 1. Beautiful. Very nice, very nice. No complaints from me, at least. You guys might have complaints, but I don't. Alright, so we'll do 3, I'm thinking. 3, 3, and 1, 3 there. I think we can probably just finish off with some grass. Let's do this, actually. Let's cut the corner here. Yeah, let's cut that corner a little bit. Yeah, that way we can have a better way to get over here. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. And then we can finish off with grass on this side. Well, this is probably all going to be path around this, or a path around this. Either that, or I kind of like the idea of this being a wall holding back the road, and then you kind of look down on where the well is. Could be interesting. I don't know. So this is what I'm thinking the well would be like. Just a circular thing right here. Obviously, it would have a roof, as does pretty much everything in this village has a roof. Let's see here. Yeah, let's hold back the path. So that way it's flat around the Yeah, that way it's flat around the well itself. But the problem that we will have with that is if we put the well there, we will have conflicting issues. But, you know, maybe it doesn't need to be all the way around. Maybe that's where it can stop, and then this can be just dirt down to the... Yeah, and that's probably just fine. And then that can be a way in right there. Yeah. So yeah, all of this can be kind of flat terrain here, but then all of this can be sort of layered. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think we can make that work. All right, so next on the list is... I don't feel like doing that right now. Man, it's gonna be rough. This whole layering thing can be a can be a task, to say the least. All right, so let's do this. 2, 2. That's supposed to be 0. Make sure I have all the right blocks available, and then that needs to be 0. Very good. Yes, I like that. And then all this can be just flat here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch to 7, and we're gonna knock out all the dirt around the well. And change it all on over to what we need. So we need 7. This is such a good way of conserving resources. I like this. This is most convenient. Basically, we're getting full blocks for the, we're getting 8 full blocks for the price of 1. So that is very, very nice. Is it a bug? Yes. Is it convenient? Yes. Do I want it changed? No. All right. Yeah, pretty nice. We'll make that work. You can walk down, you can get full access all the way around the well. Pretty good. Pretty good. We need 5 now. 5, 5. Shh. Be quiet. No, don't say a thing. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, that needs to be 5s. And then we need 4. And then we need 3. This ought to be fun. Alright, and we need some 6s. And then we need some 7s in here. There we go. And we'll have to remove all those chests at some point. Another one of those tasks that I'd rather not do, but we will do it eventually. Something I'm very happy about though is that you can get, excuse me, you can get most of these resources without gravel, which is awesome. All right, so this needs to start coming downwards pretty fast. Put some zeros in here. And some gravelly dirt. And I think that is good enough. Just need to round off these bits a little bit more. And I'm out of that. Yeah, and I think that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We'll get that wall built up, and then that'll be our well there. Because I like this elevation, you know? You constantly have like one block up, one block down everywhere. It's just you have this consistent elevation everywhere. It just makes the overall environment so much more interesting. I get bored of environments that are all flat. I don't like flat stuff. Everything has to have some curve to it. Gotta have that curve. So we got a stone cutter over here, so we'll go grab some more of our dirt. I think we're gonna need some gravel as well. So we need chalky soil. We need rocky soil. And we need the other one. I guess the other one is with gravel, am I right? Yeah, it's with gravel. And I'm pretty sure we got gravel down here, so we should be in luck. Fang layered all of this. Did a really good job with that. And he layered all this. Crazy man. He's a crazy man. Yeah, there we go. Got some gravel. Put that in our stone cutter. Grab some brown gravel. Very nice, very nice. Get some of those. Get some of those. And then we need some chalky soil, right? Now we got everything we need. We got rocky, we got brown gravel, we got coarse dirt, and we got chalky. Yeah, we got plenty. We got everything we need. Let's get back up here and continue. Oh yeah, we need some normal gravel in there too. This'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine, guys. All right, so let's get this path figured out past Salt's area here. There we go. And then, yeah, let's just get this path completely dug out here. I'm thinking against the wall can probably be... It can probably just be like foliage there. It doesn't have to be path blocks or anything. There we go. Alright, so what can I get rid of in my inventory? Nothing. I need it all. I need it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. Let's just go ahead and throw all that in there. And we need some chalky soil. Alright, and then we need some zeros. Alright, so chalky. That needs to be that. Very good. Okay, so then that comes down there. That's good enough for me. All of that is flattened out. The road will continue up and around here and then up that away. And that still needs, I feel like working here really quick, so we'll do that. So I'm just gonna kind of throw in some blocks and see what happens here. And it's raining. How dare it rain? I didn't say it could rain. This is absurd. Absurd, I say. Kaiser, good to see you. Welcome. We're doing some roading right now. Village is coming along rather nicely. Got a lot of little things like this that need to be done though. So that's what we're working on. Getting the logistics out of the way. But how you been? What have you been up to? And that'll start curving up this way. We can probably set that to 7. Very nice. And then, yeah, this is going to be a granary here. And the idea is this road will wrap around the back of the granary and then head up the hill here along the side. But yeah, we're finally starting to see some roading going on. We got to get the road to there. We got to get the road. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, get that back open. I don't know what that was all about. I'm trying to grab a few minutes to build here myself. Yes. Finding time. That's a hard thing to do. My wife would much rather me be with her right now. But these projects don't finish themselves, unfortunately. These things require dedication, love, and attention. So yeah, basically what I'm doing here is I'm building a road that's going to go all the way around the back. And then it's going to go up to here. And see, right now it's going to be kind of like awkwardly there. But eventually it will be understood why it's there. You know, eventually once we build the fortress over on the other rock. But until then, it's just going to be this awkward little thing that's here. But that's okay. That's just like a little side yard thing. You know, maybe we can even fit a garden in there or something. It's like maybe that can be a chicken coop, and then this can be some kind of work area. I don't know. Somebody will figure it out. Honestly, that shouldn't be flush right there. But once we put the monoliths in, it should be okay. So pretty much what I'm doing here is it's going to be flush up against the wall, but then it's going to taper down on the other side. And it'll give like just that slight little illusion of, well, not illusion, but it'll just make it feel like there's supposed to be a little bit of elevation going on, which is nice. That's what I like. I like elevation, variation of layers and whatnot. What have you been building recently there, Kaiser? Is MC Blocks still going? I know MC Blocks made a comeback. I'm just not sure if they're still going after their comeback, because I haven't been hearing much from over there recently. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't been looking, but tell you what, I had some really good times over MC Blocks back in the day. Their Discord still lives, okay. Yeah, like I said, I had some really good times over there. But ever since finding the Conquest community, I've been hooked ever since. And we need 3, 3, 2, 3. Need 4. Goodness. I still had the ability to build. I think by ability you mean time. Yes, it takes a lot of time to build. I mean, just to do the little bit that we've been doing this evening, just building that roof there and doing these little bit of roads has taken 2 hours. And in the working man's life, 2 hours is a lot of time. You don't just get 2 hours, you know? That just 2 hours just doesn't just, hey, look, I got 2 hours. That's great. No, 2 hours, you gotta say, all right, in 2 weeks, I'm gonna take 2 hours on Monday evening to do a stream. You gotta put that in the darn schedule. All right, and then we also got to get a little bit of the road going over to Thomas's place. We're gonna do some 4s here. Need to do that there. There we go. I do like the tapering off to one side, like being flush one side, and then it's just like leaning to the other side. It has a neat effect, I think. And this wouldn't be a main thoroughfare, but this would be, you know, still a relatively decent sized path to be traveled. Yeah, there we go. And I think what I'm going to do is continue that like so, all the way along. I might even change this from cobble to something else, but at least now we get like a good barrier to work with. I feel like that barrier is kind of needed. Tells us kind of, you know, that is the edge. Same thing with over here. I feel like we need this barrier to be set up as well. Something like that. Probably out of cobble. Yeah, out of cobble. But you know, that gives us the idea. It tells us, hey, that's where that is. And we gotta decide, do we want to put another little gate here? Or is what we have right there good enough? Because I was kind of thinking about putting like these little roof sections here along these parapet, or these, whatever, they're not called parapets, but you know, just, you know, something there, and then like an archway. Not technically a gate, just an archway that can be clogged up at some point, you know, in the event of an attack. Yeah, that looks nice. Sorry, I'm just kind of like running around, guys. I'm trying to like keep focused, but it's like I got so many things that need to be done. I'm trying to focus, but it becomes difficult too. I'm gonna go sleep the night away real quick. Let's see, it's 9:35. All right, so I should probably be ending the stream here soon. We'll come up here. We'll see how much more motivation I have. We'll see how much. Excuse me. Yeah, and I'm already tired too. All right. Yeah, I'm liking how the buildings feel kind of sunk in. Just has a neat effect to it. All right, so let's get the path to Thomas's door done. We need some 7s. 7, 7, 7. Very good. I'm glad that didn't explode his door. Alright, and then we're going to do some 1s. Kind of like that. And then I think we're just going to kind of go straight. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then, yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then I can use some grass layers to finish off the rest. Yeah, there we go. We got our path down to Thomas's door. And then we got kind of a path down to this door here, even though that's technically not finished. Let's do this real quick. There we go. Of course. Because why not? Annoying little thing. Okay, so we got this road going all the way around here. That's what we want. I'm gonna put a sign at the end of this road just so that people aren't like, what is this road for? Because I feel like that's what people are gonna be like, what is this road for? But that will at least keep things coordinated. Okay. Very good. Where did I put signs? I need a sign. Sign, please. Oh, wow. We have a lot of thatch in there. All right. I'm going to transport all this thatch over to our place. This is our new thatch storage in here. Fortunately, I can't really carry much over, so. But it is okay. Sorry, I'm not saying much. It just, it's, you know, when you get to the end of a stream, you just kind of like in a daze of sorts, you know, just not really thinking much. All right, I need signs. Signs. I know I have signs somewhere. Where did I put them? I think they're over in this chest over here. I perhaps could be mistaken, but I think I placed, there's one, there's two. So now what I need is limestone. Give me limestone, please. There's some limestone. Very good. And let's put that message board in. All right, this road will eventually lead to the Brock in episode 2, 3, 4. On the other hill. Episode 4. This road will eventually lead to the Brock Fort on the other hill on episode 4. So yeah, this is perfect. Basically, I'm planning on building a bridge that, so this is gonna come up here, and it's gonna do a left-hand turn, and there's gonna be a bridge that's gonna connect over to where that sort of like juts out there. And then that'll, this over here is gonna be something of a rock feature there. We're gonna kind of quarry it all the way around, I'm guessing. Just, we'll see what happens, but yeah, we'll stick it in the bathroom. It's the worst. Yes, I know all about those kids, man. Yes, I know all about the childs and what they do. Rect was just saying on the server that his kids have woken up and his wife is sick in the bathroom again, so it lies on him, task of father, to take care of the kids. Very frustrating. Being a parent is not an easy task. Not in any sense of the word. I think that that's probably good enough, guys. I am going to head off. It's been a good stream. We've gotten a good bit done. Glad we've gotten another roof done. That's another roof. So pretty excited. about that. You can definitely see our village is coming along. The roof is not done, however, it is pretty well set up. So that's definitely a big step up for us. And we still got to do some others over here. One thing I will suggest is I feel like that cupola up there should be something a little bit bigger. Make that suggestion. Let's see. Yeah, let's make some suggestions really quick. Doobie-doo. I need signs. Why do I always need signs? All right, so I'm gonna go throw all these dirt blocks, all these path blocks back in here. Just so all that is available if somebody else wants to do paths. Throw in some dirt. Throw in that grass. Okay. Signs. Give me signs. Give me signs. Here's some signs. All right, and I got some limestone. All right. And we got to get up top now, and I think the easiest way to do that is jump up on these walls and get up here. All right. Perhaps a bigger, more fancy cupola. I don't even know how to spell cupola. Let's figure out how they spell cupola. Okay, cupola. That is correct. Except it's cupola on this center roof. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing over for that one. But yeah, I'm thinking 2 monoliths either side of that entrance would look really nice. Also, I think that a big arched entrance, and then you can go either way out the side there. That would be really cool. Yeah, big arched entrance, 2 big monoliths. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Needs more laser cannons. Alright, let's get up here. Let's do big fancy cupola here. Alrighty. You know what? I could probably smash out Thing's Watchtower roof really quick. It's a nice watchtower. I like that. You know, one thing though. I don't know. I feel like it might. The reason why I'm thinking about going higher is I feel like, I mean, you can still see, but I feel like it should overlap the walls a little bit more. Like if it was like just up here, you could get that pretty much the whole causeway leading up, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that worth suggesting? Make 3 blocks taller? Or do you think that this is good height right here? At its current height, it's fine. But let's see, like even over here, if it was 4 blocks taller, you could shoot over this wall at least. Like say someone was like right up against the wall there, you could still shoot down along the wall and defend that side. Because that's kind of the idea with these towers is not only are they like, you know, a watchtower, but you can also be up here shooting down on the enemy. It just makes for a better line of defense. So like say 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and you can shoot down there. So anybody have a answer for that, or what do you think? Still shoot there. Got murder holes there. There needs to be some more like arrow slit type things here, because obviously you can shoot down this way. So there's some good defensive measures there. Yeah, I do like that. Alrighty, well, that's gonna do me, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Today was just kind of a surprise stream. Just jumped on, streamed, and that's about it. So seems pretty well defendable. Yes. I hope that yeah, we've it's been quite a design process for sure. But yeah, we've been enjoying this. So I like designing defensive stuff. That's, you know, castles, forts, villages of this nature, walled towns, things that, you know, that's the kind of thing that I like to build specifically. And yeah, so we've had a lot of fun with it. Anyways, I'm gonna head off, guys. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you around.